Shalom. And I want to start off by giving all the praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Wachachotash. The belongings to my teachers, the apostles, and elders, a great Muslim, and salutations to you, Akim, that's out there listening, pushing forth this word with truth and sincerity, and your few Akwat as well, that's listening with sincerity. I'm the brother Machai from the Camp GMS Montreal, coming back with another lesson, and we are the superior people, okay, the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, which make up the nation of Israel. They are superior to all the other nations that are upon the earth, man. Okay? Because scriptures say so, man. We're the chosen people of the Lord. Okay? We're the Lord's peculiar treasure, man. Let's get that in Deuteronomy 7. And it shows, okay? It shows that Jake is superior. All right? And Jake is an abbreviation that we use to describe our people. Okay? Because Jake is short for Jacob, which Jacob is our forefather. All right? The nation of Israel came out of Jacob. Okay, so let's continue. Let's read Deuteronomy 7 and verse 6. It says, "For thou art a holy people unto the Lord thy power." And that word holy goes into what? Being separate. Right? That's what the word holy means. Let's read that in the Hebrew. All right, which is kwa ra salakia. Quadawash, which is Kodash, holy, right? Which we say that within the opening, right? When we say all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yoshai, Ba'ashim Kodash. Wachai is spirit, Kodash is holy. So right here, the word is Kodash. Okay, but they added a wa in between. But let's continue. It says here, it says sacred, holy one, saint, set apart. So the nation of Israel is set apart unto the Lord, man. We're sacred. All right, we're set apart. Okay, that's why wherever Jake is at, he stands out. Okay, because the Lord made us different, man. Okay, he bestowed more talent, bestowed more flavor onto us. So let's continue. It says Deuteronomy 7 verse 6, "For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. The Lord thy power, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth." See, the Lord chose us to be special unto him, man, above all these other nations. Okay? So when I started the lesson saying that we are superior to all these nations, we are. Because this is a scripture right here that we're reading of how we're superior, man, because the Lord put us apart. He put us basically unto himself. Okay? Furthermore, let's get this in Jeremiah, where it says that we're the former of all things. Okay? I think it's like in 20. Yeah, this is Jeremiah 51 and verse 19. It says, "The portion of Jacob is not like them, for he is the former of all things," man. Okay, we are the former of all things. Okay, all mass majority of these creations that are upon the planet Earth, man, it came from who? Jake came from a so-called black man. Okay, we're the people that make the world run. Okay, all these kingdoms, they're built off the backs of who? Us. You know what I'm saying? We make these kingdoms thrive. We make society thrive, man. If we were not on the scene, man, this would be a plain blah, society, man. You know what I'm saying? Even in our lowest state, man, we make kingdoms to flourish. So you cannot tell me we're not superior to these people, man. You know what I'm saying? And with knowing this, we carry ourselves with that confidence, knowing that we're superior to these peons, man, when we're out and about in the world. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're not out there walking with pride or anything like that, but there's a sense of confidence that comes with knowing who you are, man. Because we didn't know who we were. You know what I'm saying? Prior, before coming into this. Okay? Jake had a lack of confidence. Okay? Low self-esteem. But once you heard the truth and you heard your heritage and how that you're superior, you know what I'm saying? It boosted up that confidence. It boosted up your self-esteem, man. Okay? Because trust me, when you analyze You watch these heathens, how they behave and their mannerism. You could see that, okay, yeah, these niggas, yeah, they ain't shit. You know, they're just NPCs. And you look at Jake, man, you could see, Jake is diff, man. Jake has a different spirit. You know what I'm saying? Because once again, the portion of Jacob is not like them. The Lord gave us more. Okay? Physically, mentally, spiritually, all aspects. We're better. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. The Lord of hosts, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, is his name. Okay? We're the former of all things, man. All things come from us. You know what I'm saying? You know, we build, we invent. We do all, man. Okay, and these nations, they know that. That's another reason why they fear us. They admire Jake, but at the same time, they fear us. They're jealous. They're you know, they wish that they could be like us. Right? Even in our lowest state, you know, these nations, they look up to us. They follow Jake's trends, Jake's fashion. You know what I'm saying? Even us being at the bottom, they follow our spirit, man. You cannot tell me we're not superior. Okay? Tell me which heathen is making the world run in the sense of, you know, when it comes to just trends and inventions and whatever you could think of. Which nation comes out on top when it comes to that, man? Us. Okay? We come out on top, man. Let's get this. Because I stated, even on a lower state, man. Okay, these nations, they still, there we go. This is Ecclesiasticus 10 and verse 30. It says, the poor man is honored for his skill, and the rich man is honored for his riches. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And Jake is indeed honored, and we indeed are honored in our lower state, man. Okay, we're indeed honored in our poverty. Once again, we make the world run. We're the ones that, you know, start trends, and then what? These nations, they follow. Okay? You see Ishmael dressing like Jake, Ham dressing like Jake, Moab dressing like Jake, Esau dressing like Jake. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Talking like Jake, using Jake's slang. Okay? Right? Even though they're jealous, they don't like us still. You know what I'm saying? They're copying us, man. Right? So, wait, we are indeed honored even at our lowest state. So how much more and riches when we're in glory? When the kingdom is established, when we're in a rightful position. Man, come on, bro. We're going to be honored above measure, bro. Yo, it's them. Yo, it's the Israelites. Yo. Yeah. The Lord did say that. He's going to give us what? Fame. Let's get that in Zephaniah. And the lands that we'll put to shame. Okay. This is Zephaniah. Zephaniah 3 and verse 19. It says, behold, at that time I will undo all that afflict thee, and I will save her that halteth, and gather her that was driven out. And I will get them praise and fame in the land where they would put to shame. See, we're going to get fame and praise in the lands that we were put to shame, man. And it's going to start now, man. It's starting now. Okay? And especially in the times to come, it's only going to intensify to where that even in the kingdom is going to be even more fame in the places that we were put to shame, man. Okay? We're about to enter a different stage in this walk of ours, man. Okay, the spirit is getting ready to upgrade to where that we're gonna go to another glory, where, you know, the time we're teaching and breaking down scripture is gonna be done away with. It's gonna be times to, you know, perform miracles and be in the spirit, man. You know, which that's gonna bring a whole lot of fame. And how much more when we're delivered and the kingdom is here, man. Of course, hey, like it says, he that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? Jake is honored in this lower state. How much more when we're actually in our rightful position, man? Okay? These celebrities, these so-called celebrities of this world, these Jake celebrities, man, they're not going to hold a candle to the fame that we're going to have in the kingdom. Okay? Starting with the elect. Okay? It can't hold a candle to the fame that we're going to have, man. The top celebrity you could think of, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson is known worldwide. Okay? Everybody knows about Michael Jackson. Beat It. Moonwalking. You know what I'm saying? Right till this day. But we're going to surpass that fame, man. The elect will surpass that fame. So let's read that again. Sirach 10 and verse 31. He that is honored in poverty, how much more in riches? And he that is dishonorable in riches, how much more in poverty? Yeah. And then we could apply this to Esau, Edom, man. Here this is dishonorable in his riches. How much more when he's in poverty, man? The Lord did say he's going to cast what? Abominable filth upon him, man. And make him a laughing stock, a gazing stock, man. Right? That's a Nahum. So how much more then? And we're seeing Esau losing his power, man. Okay. This is Nahum 3. In verse 5, it says, Behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdom thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and make thee vile, and set thee as a gazing stock. Right? So Esau's going to be brought low. Right? He's going to be abominable. People, the nation's going to point at him and say, is this the man that made the earth tremble, that did shake kingdoms? This guy? Because he's going to be put in the position he's supposed to be. Lower than an ant, lower than any insect. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, scripture says this guy is viler than the earth, man. So here it is now, he's in power. People are already hating on him. These so-called politicians, these presidents. Okay, people saying, fuck Trump, fuck this. So how much more when they're in a lower state, man? Yo, this will be fulfilled, man. The abominable filth will be cast upon E, man. Okay? This guy will become vile. Because even us, right, abominable filth is upon us now. Referring to the nation of Israel, we are set as a gazing stock, but yet people, they still look up to Jake. They still, you know what I'm saying, follow Jake's trends, like I stated earlier. You're not going to see anybody in the kingdom trying to be like Esau in his lower state. They're going to flee from this guy, bro. Kick him and shit, man. They don't want to pick up on anything that he got. You know what I'm saying? So we're superior, bro. We are superior. We're the sons of God, man. Okay, no other nation could go around and proclaim that title saying, I'm a son of God. No, you're a son of man. Okay, you a heathen. But us, we have that right to say that, bro. To say that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is our power. Man, come on, bro. Hey, Michael Jordan. Hey, shit. The list goes on in the world of athletes. The list goes on how Jake is excelling within that field, man. Basketball world, football world. If there were more Jakes in hockey, hey, Jake would take that over too. Anything that Jake puts his hands onto, they take it over, man. I forget that guy's name that's doing that snowboarding. That Jake that's doing snowboarding, man. This guy's taking that shit over, man. I don't know his name, but I've seen a few of his videos doing tricks and shit, man. Like, yo, he's taking it over. That used to be like a Edomite shit, doing snowboarding shit, right? But Jake tapped into that now, taking over. You see? So we're just superior, man. When you know that, man, yeah, you move differently. Okay? But anyways, man, this was on my spirit. I wanted to put it on wax. So yeah, man, I'm gonna close it off there, man. All right.